Hey everyone! Most people don't get into warships because they think starting at a low rank it's really tough to make progress. But starting from rank 1 can be one of the funnest things you can do. The one thing you gotta make sure is taking the right path. And we're gonna start a rank 1 account. We're about 11 hours in the season and see if it works out. Even though this tree is for season 70, we'll mainly look at some other stuff for kind of applying to any sort of season. Because no matter what season you have the same types of unlocks you want to do. And might be a longer vid because we'll share some progress depending how far we get. Right away, always start at rank 1 at 2 ER. And pretty much every season the two things you want to upgrade are landing crafts and whatever troops you're going to use. Landing crafts always to level 4 and troops to either level 3 or 4. Here we have just enough for level 3, and any leftover can go on some buildings. And that's really to get extra buildings on the map, and right now we're going to be rocking with Cryos and Zooks, so any more buildings help out. We also have just enough keys to get one other tech. And this one we got a multi-node. Let's choose some troop damage. Even though every season can kind of change, really depends on like the type of tech tree you got. Here are deck layouts. Most times at 2 ER it's like put them the furthest away possible, especially here when you don't have flare. And since you don't have flare, you can just put buildings in the middle. So when people drop troops, they're going to be kited towards this back end. And like a few more buildings over here. And start just like that. We'll kind of breeze through the first few levels. Like rank 1 to maybe rank like 5, there aren't too many buildings out there. This season we got Cryos and Zooks to start, so just dropping them on each side. And because we're starting at a lower rank, we'll try to choose a path that has some strong stuff early on, so we're not waiting for like a super long time getting some other tech. The one thing you can do any season starting rank 1 is just stay 2 ER as long as possible. It doesn't mean you gotta get all the tech, but as long as you keep on winning, it doesn't really matter. And most of these early hits are gonna be just like this, dropping troops, getting a super fast time. Kind of hoping that most people at this level like don't want to be mean, but they're not really into warships, so they're like not going to upgrade landing crafts and have a tough time. And we're not going to show every hit at these levels, mainly because it's kind of the same thing ranks like 1 to 5. Got bases like this with hardly any defense, like just dropping all their troops. Though in this case, we will delay the Cryos a bit, they're faster than Zooks. But maybe like showing 1 hit per rank for a while. And just seeing how far we can get as a 2 ER. Which is another reason I like starting a rank 1 account. It's kind of different having really basic level of gameplay. It's almost like starting the game all over again. This guy with the shield gen 2. It's not really doing much at these early levels. So kind of going back to the unlock order. You could get a shield gen right away at 2 ER, or wait till it really matters. And you see our base working out. Since no one has flare, everyone's forced to go down this middle path, and then split towards left and right. So whereas we got like a 3:20 time, he'll get just around 3 minutes. And that's already rank 2. So every time we rank up, getting some good chests. These starting chests on the bottom left, we're not going to open just yet. Because if you get to the next tier, and then you open the time chest, you get those bonus rewards. Like wood chests give you 15 keys, but stone gives you 16. Even if waiting all the way till iron gets you 18 keys. So if you can wait till the next tier like stone or iron, better to do that. Because then all these chests change also. And now with rank 2 we can upgrade something. We will get troop health at 2 ER, but that's the only thing. Like no shield, no snipers just yet. And upgrade wise, maybe Zook's 1 level. And we can do machine guns a bit. They're the only main threat to Zook, so we want to have them upgraded first. And do some more hits. Another cool thing about starting super low rank is you can really pile up those win streaks. And the early ranks, it doesn't take many stars to get to the next level, so you can make progress pretty fast. Here buildings are kind of spreading to both ERs, so if we just spread our own troops, they should do a nice even split. More machine guns on the left side, so we'll try making the cryos a bit more towards the left. And just spread out the other Zooks. When we drop them, try and do a bit low, away from those flames. I think later we'll have a base with flames towards the beach, just in case people drop too high, then those flames can kill a bunch of Zooks. Want the cryos on the left side, slowing down those machine guns. And even got that shield taken down. It's funny because that's a level 3 shield, so it's got more health than like both ERs combined. But still getting 320. And still winning. So now that's going to be rank 3. Now even though we can get something like shield or snipers, we're just going to save a ton of keys. This happens every time you start rank 1. Just because you got the keys doesn't mean you have to use them. Instead we'll upgrade some other stuff, so get machine guns 1 level. And we can get flames too, some extra buildings. Maybe put some flames towards the bottom. And even these guys too. Just having more machine guns towards this side. And try that out. And always skipping a few matches in between, showing our last fight for the next rank. If you are interested in like a full unedited push, you can link the stream up there. Had another rank 1 account, I think the first few hours of the season, rank 1 to rank 17. And that's really because we started early and just took a good path. Maybe not that far over here, but as long as we get to maybe a decently high iron rank, like 14, 15, should be okay. In a base like this, since buildings aren't really kiting troops, we can just drop them and let them go towards the ERs. Even just ignoring this shield, because it's not doing too much to these ERs. You see how fast Zooks are killing everything. And again, our base putting in some work. Like even if they drop everyone, after those buildings, most people just go towards the right. So the real way to hit it is maybe like delay 1 Zook, kill a bunch of buildings, then delay 1 over here. And you shouldn't really get smokes too, because what are they doing at 2 ER? But that's rank 4. Can upgrade some other stuff. Got the keys, but still not getting any more things at 2 ER. And I think now it's good time to max out Zooks. Get full strength of our damage dealer. We're gonna have cryos at level 1 for a while. And for now, that's it. No point upgrading gunboat yet, because got no GB to use it on. And no IT is a bit of a factor too. So like right now, not losing too many troops. But even once we go through ER, picking up something like Sparky. Because not only is it lose less troops, but should be easier hits. This season she's really strong early game, and should be solid for the rest of the season. Here hoping a few Zooks split on the right side, and that should be a good amount. Another reason why we want to upgrade defenses too, because the more defenses you have, then just more stuff Zooks gotta shoot. Still getting around those 320, 330 times. And most of these guys, getting 320 and still 2 ERs to go. And for us, that should be rank 5. Picking up that chest. Same old deal, not unlocking anything but just gonna upgrade stuff. Even if we wanted to go through ER, still need 300 tech level. And we're just gonna get that up by upgrading stuff. So here we can get flames level 4. Most buildings you have a max level at level 4. So here we can put out one more flame. And spread these guys out. And let's see, one more thing to upgrade. Can even get machine guns maxed out. Again, they're the main defense against Zooks. And just keep on going. Even though it's pretty simple now with just cryos and Zooks, should get a lot more fun later on. This guy with snipers here. Because there's more machine guns, we can take maybe a couple extra cryos. Almost thinking of them as rifles and just both slowing down stuff and a meat shield. They got a decent amount of health more than Zooks, about 3-4 times more. So here spreading out a bunch of Zooks. And not too long after, getting those cryos out there. I think everything's just gonna spread out. Some might go towards that shield, towards the back. But now that we max Zooks, they're just doing a ton of damage. No one's got any building health, building damage at 2 ER. And just want a few Zooks each side going towards the ERs. Looks like it's happening. Even a few Zooks on that shield. And same kind of time, 321. It's also kind of important to start on day 1. Right now it's not too bad. About almost 12 hours into the season. And that's rank 6. So this is what I mean about saving those time chests. Worst case, if you get to rank 6 then, and now if you open 5 chests, it's 5 extra keys. It may not be a huge difference, but if you're less than 5 keys short of another unlock, then would have made sense. Can still upgrade something. We could just max out landing crafts now and start getting that troop health up there. It's 1,000 tokens. Even though we hit rank 6, we're not losing, so might as well keep trying. If we ever do hit rank 11, then it's just a bonus. Keep on doing the same old 2 ER hits. But it doesn't matter if you keep on winning. This guy with a few machine guns. So we can go back to, or even 3 cryos is fine. It shouldn't matter too much with it, 2 cryos, 3 or 4. As long as we can make our troops split up. 1 Zook cryo over there, then 2 on each side. Again, that's why our base has all the buildings towards the middle. Because if you make a base like this, then you can just get a natural split. There's no way to control troops, no flare yet, and not even any gunboat abilities. Here are the Zooks on each side, just gonna go to that ER. And even that go with snipers. Snipers and a shield gen didn't do too much. It's more of a base design and just making sure they take a long way to finish a base. Kind of a good example of why just because you have the keys doesn't mean you should unlock it. Like smoke and medics doing nothing. And now that's rank 7. This time we can upgrade maybe flames to max level. And then now just wait on some more troop health. I think this space should be fine. We got our flames up because just in case people drop too high, flames can start killing Zooks or Cryos. And all these machine guns kiting everyone towards the back. And keep on going. At least this season, it's a pretty odd combo too. Cryos and Zooks. I think most seasons we're stuck with either some super fun troops like HCs, RCs, maybe something like heavies last season. But you know, it's not too bad at Cryos and Zooks. I feel like they did a good job with not too many strong defenses early on. They kind of ease into the season. And even later, we know that mines are like one of the worst things against Zooks, but they're all the way at 5 ER. So Zook should last quite a while. Here with another around 320 time. And our base still holding up. Like that one machine gun towards the right makes everyone go towards the right side. Like we don't care about just a few cryos. And still just doing the same old 2 ER hits. This is gonna give us rank 8. Got some more tokens to upgrade troop health. We can still get it another level next chest. Gonna leave cryos level 1 for maybe even the whole season. And of course, not touching gunboat just yet. Not until we really need it for abilities or something else. So far still no losses because if you know your path then it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And another thing about Warships is not feeling too pressured by what ranks other people are getting. Like yeah, some people can be gold within the first few minutes, first few hours. But most seasons are 3 weeks long, so it's a long time to rank up. Even if on day 1 you can only get to like rank 11, that's still fine. Here we'll try to split troops. I think if we drop Zooks on kind of on each end, maybe they'll go for those machine guns later. Get the Zooks going first. If you notice, we're dropping the flags really low. Then followed by the cryos. Cryos a bit later since they also kind of stand closer than Zooks. So in most cases, they'll be hit by flames. And here we like seeing that. We don't really want anyone to go to this middle side. Mainly just to the ERs. Right now it's looking okay. Shield melting in just like half a second. Another 320. And that'll be rank 9. Can upgrade troop health just a bit more. Not sure if we're gonna max it out, but I mean if we got the tokens. So even though we can go through ER, again, when you're starting from rank 1, unless you're really losing, just try staying 2 ER for so long as you can. Because it is easier right now. Once we go 3 ER, we'll probably face people with not only 3 but a lot more tech. It's also one of the only times you want to hoard keys in a season, just when you're starting rank 1 and keep on winning. Cause that way you can bypass a lot of other tech later on. This guy with a pretty similar base like us, buildings down the middle. So the way we can try to hit it is to lay one Zook on each side, and everyone else just down this middle side. 2 cryos should be enough. And maybe even just 2 Zooks. That way we can do 2 Zooks over here, 2 more on that side, and try it out. Because even 2 boats down the middle, like, they do a lot of damage. Main thing is we can't drop the other Zooks until quite a few buildings go down. So just trying to get a good timing of the delay drop. We'll start 2 Zooks on the right side because that's closer. And we'll get ones on the left moving now. As long as by the time they reach the flags, most of these buildings are down too. So you see the Zooks we delay dropped, they're going straight to the ERs, while these guys finishing off the shield. It's still a slower time than the other bases, but maybe the fastest attempt at this kind of base, 310. And we'll see if it's enough. So a bit close one, but looks like it is. See what he did. We got a medic going too. You know, maybe just the same strat. He had a delay dropping 1 Zook each side. So max 2 ER meta, that's how to do it. And that gives us rank 10. We do want to save the tokens, so we're not going to max out troop health. Because we want to save it for things like cannons and... now maybe that's it. We're not planning to get troop damage just yet. We did have a bit unlucky 1 second loss here. Same kind of base, same kind of strat. So maybe we'll try doing like 1 machine gun right next to the ER. Because that way dropping 1 Zook is a little tough. Because even 1 machine gun could maybe kill just 1 boat of Zooks. Something like this over here. Even 1 on this side. And kind of try that. Here we got rank 10. And a weird style base. Looks like this guy just wants to kite people towards the left. But you know, all we need is just like... we'll do 3 Zooks over here. And then a couple cryos, everyone else on the left side. We just won't drop the right Zooks until maybe like when this flame dies. That way you know they're gonna go towards a right sniper. So dropping it maybe now. All 3 Zooks on the right side. As long as they get to that flag and these buildings are around dead, it should stick to the right side. So looking pretty good. And they'll just get this ER, then the one across the gap. A few Zooks already hitting it. See the shield not doing too much either. 315. And that's a win. So been about like an hour, 10 minutes, but that's a rank 11. So you know, not too bad starting from rank 1. We had 1 more loss ago. Same kind of base. This was a pretty good base too. It's like the one we're running. Yeah, he has snipers, but those machine guns on the left were a bit of a pain. And the best part is now we have all 5 of these chests. If you got them at wood tier, we'd get 15 per chest, but now it's 18. So just like that, gaining 15 keys, can open all these guys. And what happens if, let's say you can't hit iron at 2 ER, it's still okay because you'll just get chests at either stone tier or wood tier. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But now that we have almost 250 keys, it should be a good time to move towards 3 ER. And we want to pick up Laser Beam this season, really strong against Zooks. Get cannons, building health, flare. And because we save so many keys, we can even go 4 ER and pick up Sparky. If you only have enough keys for one, I would only get Sparky first, and then move towards 4 ER. We gotta upgrade some stuff, so we'll get cannons maxed out. Can get Sparky. Flare is fine at tick 3. And still need some more tech level, but because Sparky now has abilities, can upgrade Gunboat. With that, max level is fine. And you know, we can even max out troop health. Got the tokens for it. Now opening 4 ER. Not only that, but even getting rifles. So you can do this in a lot of seasons too. If you have a strong enough 2 ER hitting rank 11, just completely bypass 3 ER. And sometimes it's good to do that. Especially this season where the 4 ER layout is just way better than 3. And you were going to get some strong tech too. Finally, rifles to use rifle zooks, building damage, and some other stuff like critters later on. But we'll make a quick base and keep on going. We'll be running a base like this. The biggest part about it is that laser beam, trying to get a good angle for troops going across this side. And if most people are running zooks, then that laser beam is super deadly. Now some people can have mechs or even warriors, just hoping that's more of a short-term path. But since we got Sparky, can test out those hits. So here facing this guy, already with building damage and looks like a shield gen. Nice having rifles already, because now that's a better meat shield than cryos. And in most spaces with the laser, I like taking hack. Because then if you hack a building nearby the laser, then it can lock on and just stay distracted. We can even delay drop like a few troops over here. So maybe keep the cryo towards the right side. Do like 2 zooks, rifle, Sparky, cryo. And 1 more rifle. These other 3 boats are going to go towards the left side. And we know the laser is going to hit some stuff, but hopefully not too many zooks. And now get the other troops on the left going. Can even start hacking stuff in just a bit. So like right now. Okay, maybe don't want to hack that machine gun. Okay, now Spark is going to stay left side. So didn't really want that, but maybe it works out for lucky. Kinda good we have a couple zooks here. Distract that laser beam a bit. Because that's 2 free shots that aren't on the right zooks. Let's hack something else. Really want that laser to die. And even though we got like 4 zooks left, should be okay on that side. Left ER also going down. And even though not the best hit, I think it's an okay time. Getting around 230, 235. And might see a lot of fizzles in our base. Because the way we got our laser beam, if people just have rifle zooks, it's tough to deal with. But we'll keep on going. Got this guy over here. He's got boom cannons and shock mines. And 80 troop damage. Kinda signs he might be a super offense, like maybe a warrior player. But on bases like this, at least without building damage, like taking Critter Swarm. And then just spamming it, trying to get some ERs that way. It does have the laser beam too. But we can try going, let's say just from the right side. Still taking one cryo. Really just all the troops. We'll do the cryo last because it is a pretty fast unit. I think even slightly faster than rifles. Get one critter storm going now. And we'll just try a split flare. Lucky Sparky survived that one shot. So far it's an okay angle on that laser. Another critter swarm going. Kind of wish Sparky stayed up top, because I want her critters in action. But since we got critters on the left side, let's just kill down this laser. I mean, if it's ever gonna die. And now just gotta burn through the base. We got a fair amount of critters, we'll do more critter swarm. Can even flare down that flame because we know the critters are gonna hit the closest target. So get that flame down. And after a few more buildings, just flare the last ER. Because again, these critters should hopefully get that ER. And a thing we forgot to mention is, they have that critter buff where troop health, troop damage now affects critters. So they're just doing a bit more. And here with a 225. Not a crazy fast time, but looks like a win. Gonna be rank 12 for us. Then since we got Sparky and she's a pretty big offense, which by the way we left at level 1 since her value comes in critter swarm or hack, and it doesn't get too strong if you upgrade it. So would rather save those tokens for some other stuff. And the other stuff being like building damage. Picking up that next. We can afford doing it to level 4. And even from this point getting some more buildings like mortars, boom cannons. And then I think moving towards critters. This base will try something a bit different. Can try going mainly from the left side with like 2 rifles, 2 Zooks and Sparky. And then the other troops towards this side for that ER. And that's because this ER is way in the back, so once this one goes down, everyone kind of groups towards over here. And because it was a laser beam, like taking hack, this flame's gonna be annoying, so we'll kill it and then start flaring. Can even flare it right away. 2 Zooks, 2 rifles, and Sparky. As soon as it's about to die, start that flare. And nice thing about Sparky early, like her passive critters, they're gonna distract all those stuff. Because her flare is only level 3, you can already drop the other troops. And one more flare on this side. Because it's only gonna last like 11 seconds. We'll even hack something right away. Because not only lets a machine gun not hit your own troops, distracts the other buildings too. We'll use hack mainly for buildings next to that laser. So let's start using hack now. Even though it's gonna hit like that sniper across the gap, eventually maybe things on this side. Best one if you get a boom cannon, because that means it's gonna like deal some decent damage to other stuff. Or die along the process. And once this laser flame goes down, just flare the last ER. And I think this style base with that ER over here, this hit kind of works. 239. Here another match. And pretty similar kind of base. This time there's no real buildings on this side, so we can just straight up flare towards the left. Get our Zooks going. We'll drop them first because they're slower. And rifles are more on the right side because if you drop Sparky too far on the right, then might get shot by a boom cannon. Already dropping the other boats. And you'll get the hang of the flare timing, like the last flare should be around when they're in this area. Just so the left troops stay there and everyone else stays on the right. Because now everyone's going to split now, which is good. Even after that machine gun, we'll start hacking stuff. So we can start hacking now. Maybe getting that cannon, if it's not dead already. Because now that cannon's going to help get that shield for us. Hack the other flame, machine gun. Really just distracting that laser. And I think we'll use our right troops to kind of finish off this side. Like we'll flare this flame first. Let it die. Now we gotta hit this flame also. Alright, it's a bit dicey. Lost almost all the Zooks. But barely getting it. 232. And that's gonna be rank 13. Doesn't really get us anything. Like troop damage would be nice, but really want some sort of defense. Either mortars or boom cannons. Because crits are so far away, if we want to push like right now, might need something more short term. But we'll keep on going. Space with a little different style. Still a laser beam on that side, but whenever there's an ER like towards this left side, just one rifle Zook can finish off this ER. And instead of flaring, we'll just delay drop. Just to be a bit faster, we'll do 2 Zooks. So like 1 rifle, 2 Zooks on this side. And on the right, 2 rifles, 2 Zooks, 1 cryo. And then Sparky with hack. Just 5 boats on the right side. We're gonna delay drop on the left. When this ER is like almost dead. And the thing with Sparky hack is she usually targets buildings across the gap, like that cannon, machine gun. Kind of see how this goes. Can do 1 hack right now. I mean, didn't do much, but maybe distract a building. But these hacks where it matter more. Even losing a ton of Zooks, just hacking this stuff. Left side looking okay. And Sparky's just gonna chill there. Well, we got some cryos slowing down that laser. And just hoping it stays distracted. Couple crits moving along. And the left side, those 2 Zooks, 1 rifle putting in work. Looks like that guy's not gonna finish. And this is kind of the other style hit. Main difference is that ER is all the way in the corner, so we can just delay drop. We got this space over here. Looks like a lot of people want boom cannons. Though between those and mortars, I feel like mortars do a little more. Especially against squishy troops like Zooks and critters. But like the other base where ER is on the far left, we'll save 1 rifle, 2 Zooks over there. And still running hack. Most of everyone on the right side. 1 rifle delayed in a few seconds. And again, Sparky is gonna hit stuff across the gap, like maybe that machine gun cannon. Just gotta hope we get lucky with that first few laser angles. Right now might be a little tough, but we're getting a bit lucky. Start dropping the troops on the left side. Get the hacks going too. One on that machine gun, one on that cannon. And this is one of the best things where the laser locks on a Sparky. Because once the laser locks on, then it's not going to change target until like what it's locked onto dies. So even though Sparky can only tank like 4 or 5 shots, it's still a long time of being distracted. Got the Zooks working on the right side. Just gotta speed up the last few seconds. Can't really speed up with a flare, so just hope it's fast enough. 235. And looks like we got it. For us, that's rank 14. So even though last chest got us nothing, this one will pick up some defense. Even though next chest can be critters, we've seen some fast warrior hits on the other account, so to try to defend those, maybe pick up mortars first. And boom cannons just for extra buildings. So we'll end up getting mortars, can max those out, and just put them on the base. Kinda like this one with this ER more towards the back, cause that way people can't just delay drop a few troops on the left, like they have to flare early or go from all the right side. We got another match over here. Oh, this one a 3 ER with a lot of offense. So maybe he's like a warrior player. Can try doing like one rifle Zook towards that side and everyone else over here. And then just spamming Critter Swarm because he's got no building damage. Yeah, I think we just gotta try that. Was thinking about delaying a rifle Zook on that side. You know, might do that instead. So here we'll do like an extra Zook. Get a rifle on the far left, distract that laser beam. Then Sparky already start with a bunch of critters. And even some more. Cause it's just a matter of time. He should be real fast with warriors. And still gotta wait a bit for dropping other troops. Can start that now. Some more critters going. And just hoping they kind of stay towards the right. Looks like a fair amount are going that way. Just a few zigs on that side. But still, we gotta pull like a super fast time. A few zooks over here. Gonna be a little tough. And again, we can't start flaring because ERs on both sides. So we'll start flaring now. And even though it seems like a good time, don't know if it's enough. Because he's got like full on offense. And yeah, just a few second loss. So I think that's a main things we're going to lose to, at least right now. These warrior players. Especially him with like 100 troop damage, 50 troop health. And he's got Sparky too. But I feel like it's going to be pretty short lived because once we get some more defense, boom cannons, shock mines, snipers. Like even that was kind of a close hit. But it's fine because we'll keep on trying. We got one more match over here. This guy with snipers and mortars. Laser beam in the back. We can try a similar hit like before, taking maybe like 2 rifles, 2 zooks, even 1 cryo towards the left. And on this side, just 1 zook, 2 rifles. Still taking hack for that laser beam, and then just see how it goes. That flame we want to kill first, so we're gonna flare it. 2 zooks, rifle, cryo, Sparky. Then just 1 more rifle. And as it's almost dead, we start flaring. Again, these critters are gonna help out distract that side. Start dropping the other troops. Maybe with 1 more flare. And I think we hit a similar base like this. Gonna hack something. Maybe not just yet. Let's wait till that machine gun goes down. And now we'll hack that mortar. Gonna distract that machine gun a bit. And only got 2 cryos left, but hopefully gonna still do something. Start hacking this stuff over here. And thankfully these troops are staying on this side. Like, don't have too many going on left. So I got a little lucky there. Probably why he designed that kind of base. Some more troops kind of everywhere. And I think pretty soon we'll just start flaring. That clutch zook killing that mortar. And not a lot of troops, but just gotta go for it. We're gonna pull a 228 and see if it's okay. Looks like this time it's gonna be a win. 11 stars, and that's rank 15. So been kind of a grind. About like 2 hours, 10 minutes to 15. And you know, that's more than enough for day 1. Like, I'm sure we can still grind to gold, maybe picking up boom cannons. But spending another hour for like just 1 rank could be better if you just wait for another few chests. Like right now, the only people we're losing to are these warrior players. And especially those defenses are gonna help out. So maybe next step's getting boom cannons. If that's not enough to stop warriors, then shock mines. But after those two, I think critters are gonna be a little fun. Then you can actually throw critters on laser beams and distract them better. But just showing how even though starting at rank 1 and like 10 hours in the season, you can still get pretty far. The one thing you gotta remember is just take the right path and it'll all be okay. But that's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.